Good morning, and welcome to Stacy's Closet. If you are here, that means you're here on purpose, which means you have purpose. Now, this morning is going to be slightly different. It's going to be a little bit more personal this morning. So, I want to read something that I wrote. This is from Stacy, and then we're going to get into Stacy's Closet's topic this morning. And the name of this, and it's just a very brief portion of it, and it is called Safe in His Arms. I am safe in my Father's arms, so please don't worry and don't you fret, for I am in the bosom of my Father, where there is only joy and peace. So please don't cry for me. I am safe in my Father's arms. Now, again, as I said, that is straight from myself. Okay, so this morning, I'm talking, let me just tell you, I am wearing a gray one-piece jumpsuit, and I have this sweater. Honey, the jumpsuit is from Amazon.com. The sweater is a treasure I found from Cato's, you guys. Yes, and these are the boots that I am wearing this morning. And again, these are from Shoe Show. I'll put all that information in the description box, as you know. And then, baby, get into it. I am rocking, honey. I went 90 style on y'all. I am rocking the name earrings. I got them from Amazon.com. Now that we have come straight from my closet, and you already know, listen, y'all already know I am dressed to go where? To my favorite spot, because I am at home, which means I am going to the city of David. And listen, I know y'all hear me talk about the city all the time, right? But y'all got to understand, honey, when you love something and you feel love in return, you always want to be in the presence of that love. So when I'm home in Gastonia, I go to my favorite spot, which is the city of David. It is on 2500 Crescent Lane in Gastonia, North Carolina. Now, when I'm in Fayetteville, y'all know my family, my fam, I love you, I love you. That is Shekinah. It is off of Owen Drive, and I think it's called Goin Drive, Goin. It's off of there. It's called Shekinah Faith. Again, I love when I'm home in Fayetteville, that's where I go. But when I am home, where I typically lay my head, home is in Gastonia, and I go to the city of David. That is where my home is, okay? So let's just be clear, okay? Now, let's get into it. So this morning, we're going to be talking about letting go. That's why I wanted to read to you guys that poem, Safe in His Arms. I wrote that poem when my mother passed away because I had to learn how to let go. And so I had to understand that, you know what? She is safe in my Father's arms, okay? So I had to let go. So I just want to say, if you've lost a loved one, you got to let go. I know it might be hard. You might be going through. Trust me, I know. It gets lonely sometimes when you think about them, you miss them, and you just, miss their very voice, their presence, just being in their presence. But again, understand they are safe in the Father's arms. They're in the bosom of the Father. There's no more pain there. There's no more crying there. So again, they are safe in His arms. So that was something that I wrote that brought me comfort. And I just wanted to read a piece of that to you guys and share that. Now, we're not talking about like death let go. Now, if you need to let somebody go, that has passed away, clear, I understand. I do. I lost my best friend. He had colon cancer. He passed away 4 years ago. So I know what it means to have to let go of friends too. I lost my sister 5 years ago. Had learned how to let go. Again, I know what it means to have to let go. But this morning, we're talking about something a little bit more personal. Well, not a little bit more. Losing someone is personal, but I'm going to talk about a little bit of different letting go. Okay, so for a year and a half, I have been dealing with a stalker. They have basically tormented me, called nonstop. I mean, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And if you know me, I go to bed at 9:30. That's just it. Lights out. I don't care what nobody say. I love you. And again, y'all know Your opinion is not needed nor required, okay? So I go to bed between 9 and 9:30, period, okay? Now, anything after that, y'all coming into my sleep, baby. I need all that, right? Okay. So he would call non-stop until I answered the phone. And he called from block number, so it would be a private number. I went in, I called AT&T. They told me, okay, we'll put the feature on there where you'll block all private numbers coming to your phone. I did that. He filled my voicemail up so no one could leave a message. The problem with that is I didn't know that my voicemail was full until I went in to check on it. And again, sometimes I wish that there was a feature on the phone that said your voicemail is full. Sometimes that would be helpful, but it didn't tell me that, so I didn't know. So nobody was able to call me. And business wise, I do a lot, and I do a lot with the community and things like that. And I was not able, they weren't able to reach me, which is again why I didn't want to change my phone number, because again, I do a lot, and it would have been a nightmare to change my number. So I put up with this torment for a year and a half, right? And just ridiculous torment. Now, I don't know who it was. I believe that it is a guy. A year and a half ago, I went out on a date with this guy, and nothing was wrong with him. Y'all know I gotta have my coffee. Y'all get y'all tea. I'm getting ready to spill some tea. So if y'all want to get y'all some tea, get you some. But I got me some coffee. Y'all know how I do it. So I go out on this date, and we went to dinner. It wasn't. There was nothing wrong with him. He just wasn't my type. Okay. And when I say my type, there's a certain type of. We all have preferences. Okay. Let's clear that up. We all have preferences. Okay. So he wasn't my preference. I'll say that. So he just wasn't what I was, looking for. Whatever. Right. So when I came home that night from dinner, I didn't say, I didn't say anything to him that night. But then the next day I had to go to work, and while I'm at work, he was just texting all day. And then I was just like, okay, this further a sign that this isn't my type, right? So when I came home that day, I called him, and I, explained to him that I didn't think that we were compatible, and I didn't think that it would work. And so I wished him well and everything, and wished him nothing but the best. I hung up the phone, but it's something I just felt. So I decided that I was going to block his number. So I blocked his number. After that, about a month later, I started getting these private calls, all hours of the night, just during the day, didn't matter, numerous times a day. I'm trying to work, and my phone is just blowing up, again, from these private numbers. And again, as I said, I tried to block them. That wasn't enough. Whenever I did answer the phone, initially, that he wouldn't say anything. He would just breathe on the phone, wouldn't say anything. Then as time went on, it progressively got a little worse. He would say certain things. But it just became where it was just overwhelming. And this week, I've been extremely busy. I really have. I've been busy with work, just busy with life in general, but just busy, right? And I haven't slept very well because he has called numerous times this week, 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, just nonstop. And so it was just like, oh my God, like I'm tired. I'm not sleeping very well. I still have to be at work. So yesterday morning, I get up and at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was because he woke me up. Finally, I had just basically had enough, and I was just like, what do you want? Say whatever it is you want to say. And he wanted me to meet him. And at the time I said, okay, And so, but that didn't happen. So I called a detective friend of mine and explained to them what was going on, what had happened. And of course they were like, absolutely not, will you not go meet him? And then they was like, we can get some detectives down there. And I'm like, it's not, no, we're not gonna do that, because I don't know who I'm looking for, right? So I'm like, okay, it's not that serious. So then he said, well, I guess it is that serious. I just didn't want a whole police presence at the mall. So I decided, after a lot of thought and after talking to the detectives, I decided, and then I talked to AT&T, it would be best if I changed my phone number. Nightmare, just so you know, it has been a nightmare. I have spent all day yesterday, and even sometime this morning, with the whole changing of the number, reaching out to people, I didn't want to go into a whole detailed thing of explaining to people why I had to change my phone number, anything like that. But after I thought about it, I said, this is a problem. We have a problem sometimes of letting go. If something doesn't work, you may not be to the degree that this person is. You may not be that obsessive. However, you got to let go. If a person is not interested, if they don't want you anymore, you're doing yourself a disservice to hold on to that. Let them go. Listen, I know how hard it is when you love someone, or you think you love someone, and they don't love you in return. They want to walk away. Or maybe they love you enough to say, I'm not the one for you. You deserve better. There's better out there for you. So they, let them go. Let them walk away. And again, and listen, I know it might feel like this is the end of the world. It really isn't. It is not. Trust and believe. Men and women is almost like a bus route. There's one coming every 15 minutes, okay? You just stand still and be patient, and the next bus is coming through, okay? I'm just telling you, that's just facts. And listen, I've heard people be like, that's easy for you to say. No, baby, that's easy for anybody to say. You hold your head up high and you listen. I'm telling you, if you stand out there, I want you to think about something. You waiting for the bus to come, right? Now, y'all, I ain't waited for a bus, and this is nothing against anybody that rides the bus. I just haven't rode one in years. I know back in the day when I used to, I'm looking with a swivel head, looking for the bus because I'm ready to go. Especially if it was cold outside, or even if it was hot, you trying to get on the bus so you can get some air or you can get some heat, right? So you looking, right? Okay, guess what? If you stand out there and hold your head up, trust me, that bus is coming every 15 minutes when I tell you. I'm telling you, if stop holding your head down, walking around in depression and looking like, oh, my world is about to fall apart. No, your world ain't about to fall apart. And actually, a lot of times, if we let go of that heavy weight, because sometimes this relationships, those men and women, they can be like heavy weights. Let go of that heavy weight and see, won't you? Your load gonna be lighter. You can guess what? I can walk it out now. I can walk it out. Okay, listen. You remember that song, Southside Walk It Out? I can walk it out now, honey. You got rid of that heavy load. There used to be a old song that says, I got rid of my heavy load. Some said on a Monday, some said on a Tuesday, but it don't matter. I got rid of my heavy load. And guess what? When you get rid of that heavy load, you can walk it out. Then you can let go, okay? I'm telling you, because you got to, when a person is ready to go, let them go. Let them go. Stop trying to be in the business of holding somebody or keeping somebody that don't want to be kept. That's why when y'all hear me say, mind the business that pays you, okay? The business that pays you is the business that keeps you at peace. The business that keeps you in joy. And when you holding on to somebody that don't want to be kept, that is you holding on to business that is not your business, okay? So get the business that pays you. You holding on to folk don't want to be kept. Let them go. Get rid of that heavy load. Honey, get rid of that heavy load. Let them go. I'm telling you, the next bus is coming in 15 minutes. Let that thing go. Okay, so, oh, you missed that bus? There's another one coming in 15 minutes. Let it go. And listen, men and women, y'all stop letting everybody come to your house. Because let me just tell you, I went out on a date with this guy. However, I met this guy at the restaurant. You ain't coming to my house. And if people that know me know, I'm funny about who come to my house. I am. I'm funny about who come to my house. You ain't coming to my house any kind of fashion. That's just what it is. And thank God that I am, because think about something. Had this gentleman known where I lived at, I don't know what he would have done, because I don't know what he was capable of, because I didn't know him. I know that he was capable of tormenting me for 1.5 years with this stupid phone. I know that. So I don't know what he would have been capable of had he had known where I lived at. So you got to be careful, men and women, because I'm going to tell you, there's some crazy women out here too. Men, because women, y'all good for this. Y'all want to blame men for everything. Y'all, these men are serial killers. Some of y'all women are serial killers. Y'all might not be actual physical. You might not murder them, but you will assassinate their character just because he wasn't good with you. Maybe you wasn't the woman for him. And different people bring out different things in you, okay? And maybe you got such a dramatic and drama-filled spirit that's what you brought out in that relationship. Drama. That's what you was looking for. Okay? And so, again, different people bring out different things. And I'm just saying, there are some women that are deranged and crazy. Think about it. I've had men tell me some woman keyed up their car. Why is you destroying this person's property? What exactly? Because this is what your thought process is. I'm going to hurt them like they hurt me. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. See, your hurt is emotional. Your hurt is in the heart, right? All you did was key up their car. They're gonna file a police report and file an insurance claim, and that's gonna be fixed. You ain't hurt them. They ain't out of nothing. Okay? So you didn't hurt them. You can't hurt somebody. You can't get somebody back that hurt you. It just doesn't work that way. Just like women. Women, y'all good for this. Foolishness. If he cheat on you, you gonna go out here and cheat too. Help me understand that. How did you laying down with some man, some random person, how did that make you feel? How did that make you feel better? How did that hurt him? It didn't. It didn't. Actually, what it showed him is a little bit more of your character. Might have showed the man that you got characteristics of I'm not going to call y'all no names. Y'all know I don't like to do that. I'm just saying sometimes we can show people a side of us that we should have kept on lock and key, okay? Sometimes we show people stuff that and we need to go get delivered from it, okay? So we showing people some things that they really don't need to be seeing, and that's why they ready to walk away. Okay, y'all better catch that, T. But for real, you got to learn how to let it go. If the person no longer wants to be in that relationship, that friendship, whatever it is, let them go. Let them go. Let them go. And then what you do, you go and you get some peace in yourself. And when I tell you get some peace in yourself, understand what that means. That means you understand you did not create the problem. It was if they went out and they may not have cheated. So, a lot of times we blame cheating. It ain't got nothing to do with cheating. Maybe they are just unhappy and they no longer want to be in the relationship. If that is the case, let them go. Let them go be happy and you go be happy. Okay? Now, I want you to understand something. Happiness is based on circumstances. Happy means something has to be happening for you to be happy. But I want joy means whatever is going on, I got peace that no, this thing is going to work out. It's going to be all right. Now, I know y'all be like, oh, she getting churchy. You're right. Because I got God, I'm at peace. Because I know that everything's going to be all right. I got joy. I'm not happy. I'm joyful because I know that no matter what's going on in my life, everything is going to be all right. Okay. So I got joy. You know what? And don't get it twisted. Have I had my heart broken? Man, look here. Listen, I thank God that I don't look like what I've been through, okay? Baby, you might see the glory, but you don't know the story, okay? Because I'm telling you, I done been through some things. I done had some people hurt me. Honey, hurt me to my core, hurt me. But because the joy of the Lord is with me, I can still smile. I can still say it's going to be all right. I guess, because guess what? I know that it is. And I know that greater is coming. A lot of times you be holding on to this little piece of something, right? You hold on to a little piece of something. I hear folk all the time talking about, yeah, that's a dime, that's a 10. I don't want a 10. I don't want a 10. I want 100% man. Okay? I don't want no dime. You can't even buy nothing no more with a dime. I don't want that. Foolishness. That's your problem. Y'all running around here talking about, oh, I want a dime piece. That's your problem. You got that dime piece. Now she only got 10% of what you need, what you want, or any of that. Now you need a woman that now, guess what? You out here looking for the one with the 90% because you missing. Because all you got is the 10%. Now you need the 90%, okay? I'm trying to help y'all. Let me tell you something. You running around here, you got to change your verbiage. The reason that you don't have nothing, the reason you sit, because you sitting up here talking about, I want a dime piece. Okay, you got the dime piece, and you see what the dime piece will do for you. It's 10% of what? So you got 10% of a person is what you asked for. That's what you asked for. You said, I want a dime. You got that. You got 10% of something. I want 100% of a man because I am 100% of a woman. I don't want no dime. I don't want no 10% of something. Let it go. Let that thing go so you can get the 100%. Let that dime go. Let it go. Let it go. And go get your mind right. Go get your heart healed. Let it go. Stop blaming everybody in the world because you've been holding on to something that God is trying to tear apart. Because he got greater for you. He got better for you. Because you've been holding on to this dime and he's trying to give you 100. But you've been holding on to the dime. Come on now. Let it go. And guess what? I know it is so hard sometimes to say, you know what? I'm done. I just want to walk. I don't know how to let go. Listen, you might need to write them a letter. You know, I journal. I journal. Y'all know, you know I do. So I'm just going to give a shameless plug in here. I journal. So that's why I love that, you know, that pause, then pray, because it also comes with a journal. So it allows you to express yourself while it's teaching you to pause and pray. So pause and pray. Think about what you're doing. Before you pick up that phone and call this man or woman again, that you already know just want to be left alone, that just wants to walk away. Before you do that, pause, then pray. Don't do it again. Maybe you need to write them a letter. Express to them how bad they hurt you. You don't even have to give it to them. But pour out your heart. Express to them how hard and how deep you hurt. And then let it go. Begin to pick up the pieces back to your life, okay? Get rid of that heavy weight that's holding you down. Get rid of that heavy weight so you can walk it out again. Get rid of that heavy weight so you can hold up your head again. Because, see, you've been bared down so long with that heavy weight, your head hanging low. You got weights on you. You're stressed. Your shoulders got stress in it. Y'all better let it go and walk it out. Come on now. Southside, walk it out. Y'all better do that thing. Walk it out. Let it go, okay? I'm telling you, let it go. This is a season of letting go so you can get what is for you, okay? So let go of all that foolishness. Let it go. Let it go. They want to be free. Let them roam free. They want some space. Give it to them. Let them go. I'm telling you, there's a bus coming in 15 minutes. Believe me when I tell you. Now, I thank you. I thank you for joining me this morning. Again, let it go. Now, y'all know that I love you. Oh, and I'm going to give you a hug and tell you that I love you. I love you. I love you. I do. And there is nothing you can do about it. Now, before I go, I want to point out a couple of things this morning. There is, I love her. I love her. I love her. Her name is Kimberly Mendoza. I'm going to put her information in the description. She does amazing. When I tell you, this sister is amazing. She makes earrings, hats, clothes. She does alterations. Listen, baby, when I tell you her hands are gifted and anointed, I'm telling you. I want you to go. I'm going to put her information in the description box. I want you to go and find her on Facebook, okay? Kimberly Mendoza again. I mean, when I tell you, this woman is amazing. Amazing. Okay. I'm going to put all her information in the box now. So now let's get your clothes together. Go to Kimberly Mendoza. I'm telling you, you can get your outfits together, get your fits together. So when you walk it out, honey, when you let it go, when you're standing waiting for the next bus to come, you can be looking real good and real cute. Okay. Now, and make sure that you have your health. Your health, your health, your health. Y'all know I have an amazing woman, Logos Health. Look, I'm being for real when I tell you this. She my doctor. I love her. She got, listen, you got to keep all this, healthy on the inside, okay? You got to make sure all that's right. Blood pressure, diabetes, any of that stuff. Make sure all that stuff is right. Black folk, y'all know we don't like to go to the doctor. Get your tail to the doctor, okay? Get yourself together. Get it right. There was a young lady, and it's sad, and God, and I bless, and God, I ask that you bless the family. There was a young lady earlier this week, volleyball player. She had an aneurysm and she died. Black people, I say to you, we have got to make sure that we're checking our blood pressure. Please, please, please get to a doctor, get you a physical. Again, y'all know, like I said, I love Lagos Health. I love her. I love her. Go on her website, her description. Her information will also be in the description. I'm telling you, please go get checked out. Listen, stop waiting till it's the last minute. By the time you get there, ain't nothing the doctor can do. God gave you wisdom. Use it, okay? That's what he put doctors here for. Use them, okay? Then my other love right now is, again, social racialism. Y'all know that is something right now our country needs to understand. So that is something, it'll also be in the description. And again, this is Stacy's Closet signing off this morning. Because guess what, y'all? I got to go to my favorite spot. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know it's the City of David. Y'all know I got to go, so I got to get out of here. Now, if you want to see me live, come to the City of David. Service starts at 11 o'clock. Come on out and join us. If you can't join us, you can join us on Facebook Live, the City of David, okay? Love you.